morning everybody and welcome to my ride from contemporary India to timeless Bharat. I have so much energy today because I got good sleep. Yesterday what I did was I rode from Ujjain about 320 kilometers and I've come to a place called Bareli, but that's just a pit stop because from Ujjain I actually wanted to go to Jabalpur, but that's about 550 kilometers. I couldn't do it in one stretch. So I just took the highway and I've done like a horizontal line cutting across MP because Maheshwar, Indore, Ujjain, all of that is in the west of Madhya Pradesh. And yesterday I rode from the west to the center, which is around Bhopal. And then I came further towards the east, which is where I'm at now, Bareli. And I'll go further more east towards Jabalpur. It is still not far east because MP is huge. Far east would be like Amarkantak. But I'm not going till there. Today's ride is around 250 kilometers, I want to say, approximately, to Jabalpur. So that's the plan for the day. Let's get going. In the morning, I got my bike washed. I've also put some oil to my chain. And for a new biker, all of this is just really thrilling. I don't know if anyone else can relate. Okay, we're all set to go. Bye. The place that I stayed in is called Bandhan Palace. It's in Bareli and they have been so sweet. When I came down in the morning to clean my bike, they were like, no, why are you doing it? We'll do it. And then they bought a pipe and they washed down my bike properly. So it just felt so nice. Maybe that's the reason for my max energy today. This is a very frequent sight. There's just so much cattle on the road. Cows on the flyover. They took all the effort on this uphill climb to find their spot. See, I just wasn't exaggerating at all. There are more cattle on the road than there are people. Are you protesting something? Hello. What a beautiful dress. Wow. Some of them are also having some piercings and face tattoos. Maybe the sign of being a part of a certain tribe. Best friends forever. So cute. Hi. So cute, all three of them going to school. On this road I've pretty much seen a lot of cattle, and then on the left side lot of just endless farms. Today's ride is just 190 odd kilometers, not 250, of which I've already done about 100 kilometers, so it's not a long way to go. Guts crossing. Dalmatian goat. Oh, coconut water, yes. Yes, yes, yes.
कौन सा इंस्टाग्राम में आया? कौन
यूट्यूब पे आता है? हाँ.
क्या नाम है यूट्यूब?
पिंक्स ऑन व्हील्स. आप कहाँ से हो?
तेलंगाना से.
अच्छा, मैं हैदराबाद से हूँ वैसे.
हैदराबाद?
तो
हम भी हैदराबाद दिलसुख नगर में रहते.
अच्छा.
पढ़ाई करते थे तो यहाँ पोस्ट ऑफिस में लग गई जॉब.
पोस्ट ऑफिस में करते हो?
पोस्ट ऑफिस में 1 ईयर हो गए.
तेलुगु वस्तुंदा मीकु? What are the odds? I'm here in Madhya Pradesh, close to Jabalpur, and I meet a guy who speaks Telugu. Okay. It's time for some off-roading. Oh, not really. False alarm. These are all part of the Vindhya mountain ranges. So I'm in some section of the Vindhya ranges. It's a little vague because the Vindhya ranges are pretty huge, around 1,200 kilometers, and it stretches all the way from Gujarat to Bihar. But majority of it, I think around 1,000 kilometers, is in Madhya Pradesh itself. What's going on? Why is everyone turning? And there are cops. कुछ तो हुआ है, कुछ हो गया है. After riding for an hour or so, I just need to stop and hydrate a little bit. In a couple of places that I stopped, people kept asking me if I was in the army. And the first time it happened, I'm like, okay, I didn't really think about it. Then second time, third time, fourth time, I'm like, what about me is giving army? I was starting to wonder. And then I just realized maybe it's these like green pants that I'm wearing. It made me feel a little nice. That, oh, I'm in the army. So I have about 18 kilometers to go to reach Jabalpur, and I should be there in 30 minutes. Oh yeah, there it is. The Samrat.
तो फरवरी में होता है, नर्मदा जन्मोत्सव बनाते हैं। यहाँ का मतलब सबसे बड़ा मेला रहता है वो। नर्मदा जयंती के नाम से जाना जाता है।
नर्मदा जयंती? जी,
नर्मदा जयंती ये फरवरी में पड़ती है। बहुत भीड़ रहती है, सब बहुत भीड़, रात भर रहती है। 12 बजे से लेकर रात मतलब पूरे 24 घंटे भीड़ चलती है।
चिट्टू भैया के पास रॉयल एनफील्ड का क्लासिक है?
नहीं, क्लासिक नहीं,
स्टैंडर्ड है। अच्छा, तो ये भी राइडर निकले।
बोल श्री मात नर्मदे हर हर हर, मात गंगे हर हर
It's a good morning indeed. I woke up to see my front tire almost flat, and I just found a place right next to my hotel where they could fill air, but then they don't do the puncture check. So I'm trying to find a place which might. Purani two-wheeler Gadi. Oh no, this seems like a rent bike. I'm going to try and figure out whether my tire was just low on air, or is there like actually a puncture. Right now it feels like he's filled too much air, so it just feels like I'm floating a little bit. And I guess I'll know for sure when I keep riding, and if the tire goes flat again, then for sure there's a problem. So is that the only way to find out? So puncture check करना है.
पंचर.
हाँ. यहाँ पे कोई है?
10 मिनट वेट.
वेट हो. ठीक है. बस आगे टायर को चेक करना है. पंचर है तो. शुक्रिया. थैंक यू. नमस्ते. How do I just meet the best people? I wonder. Oh, and turns out no puncture at all. Just some. He says it's just it was just low on air, so I get the green flag to go. And where am I going? Yesterday I spent a lot of time at the Narmada Ghat to watch the Narmada Aarti, the evening Aarti, and it was so blissful. There is something about Narmada. Well, actually, ever since I entered MP, I've been hearing people refer to the river as Ma Narmada, and it feels right. So ever since I've been around Ma Narmada, even in Maheshwar, it just feels so good. And one of the biggest reasons to come to Jabalpur was actually to see this Aarti. Today I'm riding another 30 kilometers to go to a place where Ma Narmada cuts through huge rocks, flows right in between huge rocks, and creates like this beautiful scene. That's where I'm going. It's a place called Bhedaghat, and there's a waterfalls also right next to it. And I decided to stay very close to the place so I can spend more time around and just sit by Ma Narmada for some time. नगर परिषद भेड़ाघाट आपका स्वागत करती है. Is this MPT? It looks like a fire station, no? I checked into my hotel, I've dropped all the luggage, and I'm now on my way to the waterfalls first, and after that I'll go see the marble rocks. It is brutally hot. I don't know what I was expecting at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. These waterfalls, there's actually the ropeway here. There's a ropeway that's not functional right now, and also you can go much closer to the waterfalls and feel the sprinkles on your face. But that path is also broken because of the rains, and there's some repair work going on. So I could only see it from a little afar. It's called Dhuadar because Dhua means like a smoke, a cascade of smoke. And when the water hits, it gives that appearance of smoke lifting. That's why it's called Dhuadar. I've reached Marble Rocks. I took a little break because it was so hot in the afternoon. And it's around 5:30 now, so I don't have too much time. Can you see how clean the water is? This is all still Ma Narmada. Narmada originates in Amarkantak, which is eastern Madhya Pradesh. From there, it flows through Jabalpur, the place where I went for Aarti. After that, it becomes that Bhedaghat waterfall, and then it's created this beautiful skeptical where it just cuts across these rocks, and I'll show you the visuals now. I am back in my hotel room and I have a little story to tell. The last place that I was in, there was a small pond from where I had to cross over, wade through a little bit of water, cross over to the other side and do a little bit of a trek to see all the awesome views of the Marble Rocks. But while I was standing there, I was just looking around and I saw a group of 3 people at the far end of the Marble Rocks. And they seemed like people from the local area, and they were just fishing there. They also saw me, but then they were minding their own business. They didn't really approach. It was almost time for sunset, and it was pretty isolated. So I was just looking around, starting to feel a little scared and wondering if it's wise to actually go over to the other side, get into a forest. Well, not really a forest, but that trail path. And I was also thinking that, okay, these group of boys have seen that I'm alone, and my mind was just like ringing alarm bells saying, don't go. And so I decided to go back to my hotel. I was a little disappointed because I couldn't really see all those views that I came for. So I was walking back, thinking that, safety is important. And just as I was going to reach the hotel, maybe the hotel was about 100 meters away, exactly at that time, one older uncle was walking that same path, and then he asked me if there is a way to cross over from that pond to the other side. So I said yes, there is, but I was alone, and so I was scared to do it. And I asked him if I can accompany him. He didn't mind, so I felt a little braver with company, and we went back to the same place. Once we went back to the same place, those group of 3 people that I saw, they had approached. Turns out they weren't 3 guys, it was actually a family, husband, wife and a kid, but a slightly older teenage-ish kid. And the husband was also a local guide there. So he said that he had seen me earlier and he didn't approach because he saw that I was alone. He didn't want to bother me or make me feel scared, and so he didn't approach at all. Now that I had company, he decided to approach and ask if we wanted to go over to the other side. Now that I'm back in the hotel, I've been actually thinking about 2 things. First, that I'm so happy I met that uncle. If not for him, I would have just probably come back to the hotel room. So yeah, just at the right time, I happened to meet him and I was able to see all those beautiful views that I saw. And second, I've been thinking about just how scared I was at that time and for what reason. So I've been questioning how much danger is actually out there versus how much danger our mind perceives us to be in. And like today's situation, I was just fearful because my mind made me fearful and there wasn't really any other reason to be scared. Yeah, so I've just been thinking about that a little bit. So a rather philosophical end to this video and to my time here in Jabalpur. I've had a wonderful experience here. I hope you really liked it too. Thank you so much for riding with me and I'll see you on my next ride. Bye!